exactly how screwed would I be selling to Guitar Center? Well, screwed is an interesting term in the idea of it's true and perceptionally. Here's the thing about Guitar Center and selling stuff to them and to the music stores. We've talked about this many times and in the same way. If you're going to make that decision, you already know what to expect. You're going to get less for it than if you sold it on your own. So if you're asking me, is the convenience worth what you lose selling yourself? It could be. I mean, getting rid of all your stuff. The only problem that sucks now is in this market, it's not the same market it was, which means if you take all your stuff down to Guitar Center or to your local mom and pop, which I actually recommend almost to do so more, you're looking at the fact that you could haul all that stuff there and they're only going to take a small portion of it. I mean, that's the biggest thing about this. You understand, it's not as easy as I took all my guitars down to Guitar Center and they took them all and they didn't give me anything for them. They're going to cherry pick what they like, give you very little for it, and then send you home with all the stuff. You'll have less stuff than you went there with, but they won't. The odds of them buying it all, it's going to be very little. A lot of people are putting comments in the questions. They're going to say 50% of what it's worth. If you're not aware, Guitar Center gives you a discount. I think it's like 10% off if you buy stuff there. Plus, depending on your state and city, you may not have to pay sales tax on the stuff you buy. This is one thing that I caution you. Again, you have to know your city, state laws because it can be different for different cities and states throughout the country. But in some cases, that's one of the downfalls of getting a gift card. So what I tell you is if you are thinking about trading in your stuff, like selling your stuff and getting less, to get rid of it and get something more expensive or less stuff like trade, I would check the store first. It's a habit I've been doing for many years. I don't take my stuff into the store until I walk the store first and if there's anything I can possibly go, oh yeah, I will totally take that. Then I go out and get the stuff, bring it in and say, what do you give me for purchase and trade? Now, if they give it to you on trade, what's great is like I said, Guitar Center will give you a 10% discount on what you buy. I think it's only new gear, but I could be wrong. Again, they have it on their website. Look it up. But more importantly, you won't pay sales tax. Now, here's what's as important. If you trade in $1,000 worth of stuff and you find a guitar on the wall for $1,000, you can straight trade for that. You don't have to pay the sales tax. The person who buys your used gear will pay the sales tax. Not in every city, not in every state, but most. But if you go to a Guitar Center and go, okay, I will just take a gift card, so that's why I'm telling you, caution you on that. Once you get the gift card, you're paying sales tax. Regardless. So if you take $1,000 worth of stuff to Guitar Center, they give you $1,000 gift card, you leave, you come back to that store, another store in a day or two, and then buy something, you will be paying the sales tax. So that's what I'm saying. The advantage could be to you to do the trade without doing a gift card or a sale, an outright sale. You might save some money. And that sometimes helps because, like I've told you about before, is you're not really looking for new gear. But if like me, if your problem is space more than money, you sometimes can solve two problems at once. And those problems can be, you got 10, I'm just giving a scenario. You got 10 Harley Bentons and they're just, you don't know what to do with all these guitars. You don't know why you bought them because, hey, we all do stuff. Take them down to a store and trade them for one nice, more expensive guitar that maybe has more cachet and value in the long term, whether it's a Fender or a Gibson or a Paul Reed Smith or whatever it is. Maybe something you like, maybe something you kind of like, but more so, like I said, you're just trading out the value. What's nice is if you are able to get something that has value, especially used, it's most likely going to hold its value to some extent. We're not even talking about it going up and you making money. We're talking about, you get $1,000 guitar. If it's not about money, you don't have to worry about getting the money now. You can wait to cash that out later. But like I said, you have to decide, like in your case, space is worth more than money, then you're losing money. If you're okay with that. If you enjoyed this podcast clip, you can watch the entire episode by clicking the link in the description or streaming it on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. You can also join it live every week, Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I hope to see you there. Until next time, know your gear.